shit show. What a fucking shit show. Oh, mate. I want to fucking tear my eyeballs out. I really want to tear my eyeballs out. Like, what was that? Like, that was at half time. I said it was a shit show at half time. That first, I didn't even have a pre-match talk today to give you my prediction, my lineup talks and whatever. But I'm going to talk to you about it from the minute I saw the team sheet today. I saw the team sheet today, and after this result, there's no one more to blame than Graham Potter. Graham Potter is a fraud. He's a fraud. People talk about this whole thing about him playing at Brighton. Great football this. He had a 34% win rate at Brighton, and he's got a 32% win rate at Chelsea already by now. It's a walking contradiction. Mudryk started. He's not been fit. He's not even been fit for a couple of months. He hasn't played football like that. He started today. Apparently, after the game, Graham Potter said he had a cold. So he dragged him off at half time. Why are you starting Mudryk? Why are you starting Reece James? Why? He's just come back from a massive injury. He doesn't need to start. He don't need to start. Like, I'm not risking a player again. Is this desperation? Is this desperation? And just the choice of Conor Gallagher in the pivot today. I don't know where Loftus-Cheek is. I don't know if Loftus-Cheek is available. But are you telling me that Loftus-Cheek ain't going to do a better job in the double pivot? In a more defensive-minded double pivot with Enzo? Because Enzo got left for so much space today. Conor Gallagher trying to drift forward. Mount drifting forward. Enzo was on his own today. And I can't really blame Conor Gallagher too much, because I get onto Conor Gallagher. But today he weren't that bad. He won a lot of duels in there. And if people have been advising for Chalobah to play DM, are you having a laugh? Do you really think that today, in the positions that Conor Gallagher got into, when they were pressing, you think Chalobah's getting out of that? No chance. No chance at all. Cucurella. They told me this guy can pass. He was an absolute shit show today. He could not find a pass for love nor money. I don't know what to make of Mudryk today. If he really had a cold, then that must be the excuse for why he played so bad, because this weren't the Mudryk that I saw come on with a cameo against Liverpool. The urgency, the feet, the fast dribbling, the directness. What has Graham Potter put out there? What has he worked for 2 weeks on? What has he worked on? Because I don't know. I really don't know. How certain players got to play more minutes today, I don't have a clue. Ziyech was absolutely diabolical. You've got Madueke and Sterling on your bench. And this is the hypocritical stuff, because you've started Hakim Ziyech. He signed a contract with PSG, and he doesn't want to be here. And you started him. And Madueke is much more match fit than what any of these other players that you've brought in for a first time. Reece James, Mudryk. And you're telling me that Madueke is not match fit? Raheem Sterling's not match fit? Raheem Sterling's match fit. And he chose to play Hakim Ziyech. And it was a shit show out there. It was a shit show out wide. I didn't even want to stop to make the video outside the bridge. I was that pissed. I had to get in my car with my brother, and we were ranting about certain things to our friend on the phone, because it was that diabolical. I have not seen us play that bad at home. In a game where we've just made this many marquee signings. Spent 300 odd plus million pounds. And you're telling me that we look like this. This was supposed to be the game where we made an impact, where we put our foot down, where we said to people, yo, this is the new Chelsea team. We're going to be on it from now to the end of the season. A home game to Fulham, especially when it's a derby and they just beat us a couple of weeks ago. And they had some of the better of the majority of they had some good chances. In and around the area, the directness and the hunger to want to get into them positions, they were quality. They were actually half decent. Havertz, how poor in front of goal was he today? That chance, he took an eternity to take that chance to try and lob the keeper. How has he missed that? Conor Gallagher had a chance where he whipped it near post, couldn't hit the target. Did we actually test the goalkeeper today? Havertz hit the bar. Other than that, the Enzo shot went wide, which is a half-decent shot. And the Conor Gallagher, I can't really remember anything else. It was so poor. The style of play is poor. The gaps in midfield we made were poor. The urgency to get on the ball was absolutely diabolical. I'm crashing all of the blame on this on Graham Potter. And I've been onto him recently, but he's even had this transfer window now and still 2 weeks and nothing has changed. The things that he's coming out after the game and saying Fulham looked like a team that knew what they were coming to do. We need to learn from things like this. You're the fucking manager. It's diabolical. I don't want to hear it no more. I'm Potter out from here on in. I'm crashing it on him. If I do not see an improvement in this next game, he's out. I don't care. I'm going to be pushing for it the whole season. He's out. We've got West Ham away next. West Ham are struggling. As much as Fulham ain't a great side, West Ham are struggling. If I do not see us win against West Ham, I don't care whether it's away or not. I really don't care. But if we can't get a win against West Ham, I'm finished. I'm literally finished. And I know a lot of people are calling for... See online Twitter. Online Twitter is a nasty place. Because some of the we've just turned against each other because people have agendas about certain players. A lot of players today were bad. A lot of players. Like I said, I think I could have made 7 subs today. I really could have made 7 subs, maybe 8. But Kepa in goal, half decent, was good, done what he had to do. Benoit Badiashile was so composed in certain areas today. If we didn't have Benoit Badiashile, we'd be in problems. I tell you that for a fact. Benoit Badiashile, what a signing. What a signing he is. He's going to be a top-class defender. He looks so comfy, wins everything in the air, solid, strong, quick, carries the ball well, can hit a diag. Quality player. Quality player. Him, Thiago Silva, Kepa and Enzo. Literally our defence. Everything else going forward was a shit show. Reece James being forced back didn't look like himself. He didn't look like himself. He weren't good. Mason Mount today in the midfield was so all over the place. I don't know. Conor Gallagher and Mason Mount cannot play together. They can't. There's no cohesion. There's no understanding of who sits, who drops in to dictate play. It can't work like that. I don't understand what's going on. It has to be a Graham Potter thing. Unless it's a thing where we need Kante and Kovacic match. This is how much. Sometimes people undervalue players. Do you know how much Kovacic means to us? How much Kante means to us? Even how much Jorginho meant to us. Jorginho could dictate play. Jorginho could keep the ball in them areas. We didn't look like we wanted to get on the ball today. We can't expect Enzo to come in as the deepest line player in our midfield to expect to come in and know how to dictate play on his first game for Chelsea. It's poor management from the manager. It's poor direction. There was no direction from this team. None whatsoever. I have no one to blame but Potter. That's it. I'm done.